They cheating. Cause that one of them black and the other one white. So if you don't like them, you automatically racist.
Here's a story that you people might like to hear. So when we were children, we would frequently, this was a different time, and we would play in the woods all the time. And like the world obviously is different because like I would never allow my children to play the way that we played when we were kids, because we would literally go miles from home on our bicycles. And I'm talking about young children. Like we're 8, 9 years old.
Oh yeah, we are elementary school kids.
Yeah, elementary school aged, out in the world, miles away from home.
And we weren't like allowed. Like we weren't allowed to be in the house. Get out.
You spent your time outside. Like this was a common back in the days of like if you come inside, you're in now. Like, or if you go outside, you're out now. Like, just stay out. Yeah.
So we just, it didn't matter how hot it was.
Yeah,
you were outside.
So we would venture far away from home, and we were in the woods, and we were just playing on one of our random adventures, just being children. And we come across this like embankment that was built against the edge of someone's property in like this residential neighborhood that backed against these woods that we were in. So we go and we're playing around, and we find like a door that's built into the side of this mound. Do you know what I'm talking about?
It was a cinder block, almost like it was a cinder block hut that was built into the side of
an embankment.
Yeah, like, it was an embankment into a trap. Like it was like a little, I guess you could see it was like a small little valley where all the runoff went, but it was real deep. And then there was a cinder block shed that was built into the side of the embankment.
Right.
It's probably about, if I remember right, it was probably the size of a cell. It was about 6 foot by 6 foot.
Yeah,
6 by 8.
not big, but it was there. It was just this sort of like secret room, basically, that was built out in the middle of the woods.
I mean, if you saw it now, you'd look at it and think that it's like a path into something that's underground, like a bunker.
Yeah, that's how it looked, if you can imagine that. So like we find the door and we go in, and like there's all these like symbols and stuff on the walls and pictures and stuff. And I don't, we're naive kids. We don't know shit.
Yeah, I think we were only like, I think 9 or 10.
We had to have been 9 or 10 years old. You know what I mean? So no, it had to have been earlier than that, because we left Cleveland.
Yeah. So
when I was 9, so this had to have been 8. Yeah, 7 or 8 years old. So we're out playing in the woods, and we find this, thing, this in the embankment. There's all these weird symbols and weird pictures on the walls. And we're in there like break dancing and stuff with our little boom boxes, just being like 90s kids. You know what I'm saying? And one day we took somebody else down there. It might have been Mike's brother Joe.
It was Joe, because Joe
was older.
Yeah, Joe was probably about 13 or 14.
So he comes into this little room, and as soon as he walks in, he goes white. He's a mixed guy, so his skin tone is the same as mine. He goes ghost white when he walks through the room, and his eyes get big as dinner plates. So he starts freaking out. So, he's like, we got to get out of here right now. And we all like scurry out or whatever. And, we don't know what's going on. And, he won't tell us nothing till we get out of the woods. So it turns out that like the symbols on the wall were swastikas.
It was a little cinder block Nazi hut.
It was a little Nazi hut. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what would have happened if that Nazi had caught us in a secret bunker breakdancing?
Over.